everybody, welcome to the show. We're letting Adam get set up here in the background right now. He had to go over to the lovely studio for Dragons and things because they have no internet at their house right now. Don't worry, show is still going to happen. Let me talk you through a little bit of how this is going to work. We're doing 4 preludes before we go into our main show in February. Tonight we are starting with our first 2 for the Monday show. Tomorrow we will have another prelude, number 2. Tonight is Scales of Death, and I say this because if you are already familiar with the new Dragonlance adventure that has come out, let me remind you, this is a Frankhouse show. There is no way in hell I am going to be running it to a T. Instead, we're going to be making it our own. We have 2 shows that run parallel to each other. Each one of these shows can interact with each other, along with the STREAMLOOTS cards that have popped up on the screen. These cards have a top and a bottom to them. Top is for Monday show, bottom is for Tuesday show, and when one of those 2 shows claim a card, it is gone for the other one forever. You may notice on the upper left-hand side that there are dice there. At any point in time, a character can choose to use a card and just use the dice to add to anything but a D20 roll. So if they want to spend that D4, D6, D10, or D12 to save their butts or do extra damage, that's how they do it. You'll notice in the bottom middle, there are numbers. Those numbers are for me. The players don't know what it's for. They don't know what I'm for. They don't know what I'm using it for. Nothing. They don't know what they are. But I know what they are, and they're special. So let me take you over to the solo cam. We'll start talking here. Get ready to go while we wait for Adam to sign in, and I'll give you a little bit of me. Hey everybody! Oh, this is the small cam. We don't want the small cam. We have big cams on this show. We don't need to do this. Let's go to the big cam. Hey everybody, how are we doing today? I'm excited to do this. Yeah, you couldn't see me. That was the end of that intro. That's why. So StreamLoot cards are going to be a big part of the show. I am excited to showcase the new ones and how they work. I wanted to make a way that your cards worked for both shows. And that's what you see when you go through that link. Let's get something on the Diavoom over here. Let's do a dragon. What do you think? A red dragon? Let's do a red dragon. We would have been started already, but Mr. Adam had to make things difficult. I blame Adam, by the way. That's who I'm blaming for tonight. So the bottom number, as I was saying before in the middle, are numbers that I track for something, unless they say DC next to them. Then that's a check that needs to be made by whoever they use it on. So there's something special. Those cards can be used on NPCs. They can be used on bosses. I'm not limiting it to anything. The assassination card can be used on a big boss because we are doing a combination of Dragonlance meets Game of Thrones, and I wanted to raise the violence up to a little bit higher level. So much, in fact, that we even added new rules. We have wounds in this game. We have things that cause automatic death if something's larger than you are, like when a dragon bites you. We also have added the ability to do assassinations during political conversations, just like you would see on Game of Thrones. We all remember the Red Wedding. So those are all things that can happen during this. The bottom number there, that DC that I'm talking about, is what a person would have to roll PC or NPC-wise. Looks like Adam is at the location and signing in. I don't know if there's anything else. Is there any questions I can answer before we kick us off? Unfortunately, we had to delay this just a touch for him to be ready to go. We have a whole bunch of stuff that'll be talked about once we get into our first show, our first full cast show. Like big cams. I like big cams, I cannot lie. Hey Scott, how are you doing, buddy? Let me get some dice. I'm gonna need dice for this show, right? Give me some dice. We got a lot of announcements for sponsors and stuff coming up as well. We're gonna be working with Beetle and Grimm. We're doing our best to sponsor, work with sponsors for third-party publishers. And I guess that probably brings me to the biggest elephant in the room. Oh, look, we got the new emote up. The reaction there that you see on this side, right above me here, that reaction is from StreamLoot Reactions. So we are not monetized on this channel yet. We need to hit 1,000 subs and 4,000 watch hours. hours. And we switched from Twitch to YouTube because I didn't want to be streaming from a college dorm room anymore. AKA, it used to be Justin TV, and I wanted the ability to do more, and YouTube offers that, and it offers a better quality for us as well. The other elephant in the room is obviously the OGL debacle and the orc. We are not going to discuss it other than we want to support third-party publishers. I'm the art director for TPK Games. I work with a lot of third-party publishers, and we are working with Beetle and Grimm, and Splinterverse has offered over their Dragonlance companion to help the show as well. Anytime you see these hands on screen, that means a pack has been purchased. Thank you to the purchase there. But we just wanted to support as much as we can. Between, you know, Operation Black Flag, Orc, and everything else, we want that stuff to settle out. We had planned this pre-Christmas before all this nonsense happened. So we're going to be working with third-party publishers. And Beetle and Grimm is sponsoring us to do that. We're going to have some crazy stuff on the show when it gets into the main thing. So, I think that is it for me. I was on the other page for like 20 minutes. Yeah, that's my fault, Kelly, but we're not going to talk about that. I started the live stream and clicked my generic one and not the one that was scheduled for the day because I'm an idiot. New stuff. New house. Who dis? We do have some really cool things I get to showcase tonight. I want to wait until we have our boy here. I guess I could take us over and I don't want to ruin it. I don't want to ruin it. Oh, is it? Is that what he said? Studio's down too? Ooh. Someone in the background talking to me. We might be doing a solo one tonight. No. Well, we just got this lovely piece. We just were told that... No, he's here. Oh my God, what the... Okay, everybody. It looks like Spectrum's down in most of LA, but, you know, through the divine gods of Corinne, apparently Adam has figured his shit out and he is here to go. All right, everybody. That is everything I have to say. Stream loot cards to help them. Things are going to get wild. We're looking at about a 2-hour show. And, yeah, man. Heavy metal all the way for this one. Dragonlance, Game of Thrones, slathered in heavy metal. I hope you guys are ready. I'm going to cut us quickly to the intro and bump us in so I have an area to bump off and cut this later. All right, everybody. Let's do this. Well, everybody, welcome to the first episode of Dragonlance, a song of lance and fire, Prelude 1. This is supposed to be called Scales of War, but I decided that that wasn't metal enough for what we're about to do. So instead, this is called Scales of Death. And I would like to start off with our lovely first cast member here, Adam Conn. Oh, Adam. Oh, Adam. Let me bring you on here. Oh, I gotta bring Adam's thing in. You don't... Hold on. I forgot Adam switched locations, everybody. Let me just take him off the screen here. We're gonna have to bring Adam on. Adam, why do you have to make things so difficult for me on our first night? You are the worst human being. No one can hear you. No one. Only me. Let's try that again. Let's bring... Bats, bring Adam back. Bats! Oh, look at Adam. Your face is huge. You're like on top of the camera.
Not even that close to it.
You're just sitting on it. I got you. Don't worry. Don't worry. Don't you worry. I got you, boo. Wow, look at the luscious locks on this man. I was not expecting that in the slightest, to be 100% honest with you. I had you set up for studio at home, not studio for studio. Well, Mr. Adam Conn, I'm going to start you off with a death save. No, I'm kidding. I'm kidding. I'm not.
I'm all for it if that's what's happening.
I'm not.
What a terrible messenger.
No, I'm not. So you were sent by your mason that you work for out of the capital city, the area that we are playing in. I will take us over to the world map so everybody can kind of see what Ansalon, the continent of Ansalon and Corinne looks like. Now, Adam, you've not played in Dragonlance before, correct?
I have never played in Dragonlance.
But you've read the books.
No.
You've done none of them. That's why you picked what you picked. You had no idea the hate behind the thing you picked.
I've heard of the hate.
So, with that, leaving Capwn, he told you that you're supposed to be meeting somebody at the gate, but before that, I actually need a little bit of a check from you to start off the show. Right off the gate. As you are walking down the streets of Capwn in the middle of fall, the leaves are blowing, they're filling the area, and it is a little bit of a sticky rain outside. Mr. Adam, I would like to know what is the name of your character so I can add your name. Instead of it saying guest, it can say your name.
Yeah. So walking down the road, you actually see this this rather small human, a kender, as one would say. Long, beautiful locks. He's wearing like leather armor. He's got like a cowl on with some bracers as well too. And because he's walking, he's got to have his hat because he's always ready to. Oh, I can't really put it on right with my earbuds. Or I've got these massive freaking earpieces in right now. But yeah, he's wearing like this tricorn hat. He's kind of got like his hood up, protecting his ears just slightly. He's walking with a shield on his back, and then using a spear as like a kind of like it's just a walking stick. He's not hurt or anything, but yeah, he walks with a nice little whistle in his step.
Okay.
And then he has what looks like just a very thin, almost like mustache and like beard pieces, not like a full goatee, but you know that whatever that look is, that mustache, and then like not the soul patch, but then just a little bit like right there.
Just a little bit of the soul patch?
Yep. Oh, where's my... Oh, there we go. Ha-ha! I got it with me. And my spear.
You have a spear?
I do have a spear. It just doesn't have a tip. We're going to pretend that there's a tip on the spear right now.
Oh, with that, I'm going to get rid of this character. I don't want him here anymore.
No! I just started!
I'm kidding. So, when you're walking through the fall-lit area, the rain starts to come down as you're just walking away from the head mason for the Mason Lodge and Capwn. I need a perception check for you out of the gate.
Perception check. I can do that. I'm using some new dice that I got from Diana for Christmas. They are, yeah, they're like the water-filled, so they got like glitter and stuff inside of them. And it rolled really hot. So with my perception, that is going to take me to a 25 out of the gate.
25 out of the gate is very high, sir. Very high. Right. Around the area, there are a lot of people watching you walk by. There's whispers in the street of dangerous roads as you see one of the common merchants that travel in and out of the capital of the area. And he's wounded. He has got bandages all over his shoulder. His face is bandaged up on the left-hand side, just covered in blood. And they're saying they were attacked by humanoid dragons. That these creatures are not only deadly, when one of them died while it was going through the back of their wagon, it exploded, destroying the entire wagon.
Ooh. What did I say? Would I know the stories of these dragons and stuff?
That would be an arcane. That is a really difficult check. But you're welcome to do so.
Yeah, any information that I may have on them. I don't got a lot in there, but let's see if I got anything with these dice. Oh, baby! Diana, these dice roll. That's a nat 20 for a 22. Oh.
Can't take you anymore.
I know things.
Nat 20. You have heard previous wars during the Cataclysm that there were other people out there besides humans fighting the war in Kender. And elves and dwarves. There were these weird dragon-like people, but they were rare. And there's only a few of them as like lieutenants and generals to the dragon armies during the Cataclysm. They were known as heralds of war to come. Now, these have not been seen. No bodies have ever been found. It is strictly mythos as far as anyone is concerned. The merchant makes his way by, and as that wagon passes through your view, standing at the gates is the person that you are supposed to meet. As you're approaching, can you please tell everybody from the camera's point of view, what do you look like? I'm assuming similar to the long-haired, metaled version of yourself right now.
Yeah. As you can see, yeah, long hair. He's got that tricorn traveling hat, like a scarf around his head. Also got on some leather armor as well, with some like studded sleeves and bracers. Jesus. And then he's got some boots on as well too. He looks like a well-traveled young man.
Okay.
Like he's very much he looks very clean going out for it, but not entirely. Like his armor's got some like a lot of scuffs on it. He's got some tears and stuff like in his clothes because one, he is a messenger, and that's another thing you see around his belt. He's got some like bottles and some pouches around his belt, and then he's got a little pouch, and you kind of see what looks like scrolls and stuff sticking out of him as well. He's the town messenger, so he tends to get a lot of messages.
So you're a messenger for the capital?
Yes.
All right. Audience, can someone roll me a D20, exclamation point D20 in the chat for one of my random tables, please? Let's see what we get from there. With that said, we've already had a couple of cards played. One of them is a very powerful card. The Assassination Attempt is a card that is available. We have some +2 damage rolls for the show, +2 to charisma skill rolls, raise DC by 1, and gain an extra attack are all cards currently available for you. What do we get in chat? A 9. As a gentleman walks by, he walks up to you, and he's behind the wagon as you're making your way towards the gate. And he's like, excuse me, messenger, you're the messenger for Calaman.
Yeah, that's me. How can I, are you the one I'm supposed to be meeting?
Oh, no, I was with the caravan. And he points, and as the back of the caravan, you can see it's blown open. And there's just smoke, like burn damage all the way around the outside of the back of the wagon. He's like, no, I was one of the only surviving guards with them. Listen, are you leaving the city right now?
Yes, actually, I was tasked with sending a message. There was the Maester of Masons. He actually had a message for me to go to another town because a friend of his had died.
Well, if you're heading north,
yes, that's where I wanted to go. The plan was. If
you're heading north and you're heading along the roads between the farmsteads, just outside of Calaman towards the river,
sure.
Do your best to be safe. We have seen creatures throughout the bordering forest on each side, and a few of the merchants that did not make it said they saw creatures flying from the river into the forest.
That was something I heard them kind of talking about too. They talked about like big scary things that when one of them died, it exploded or something. That sounds a little bit outrageous, don't you think?
Well, outrageous or not, I believe it to be true. And he pulls out a small bag, and he pulls out a small brass-looking, almost like arrowhead. He's like, the creatures, they were covered in these. I don't know if it was armor or what. I did not get a good look at him. I was in the front of the caravan. But I warn you, I don't think it is safe to travel. You may want to think about letting the messages lapse for now and travel a different day. I'm telling everyone on the way in, and sure enough, the ruckus that's going on is this man has been walking up to people, telling them not to leave the city.
Well, I mean, as a messenger, I have to get the messages around, especially with someone as prestigious as the gentleman that I am, whose funeral I'm technically attending. But I do have somebody that's going to be coming along with me. Typically, I do like to travel myself, by myself a lot of the times, but I think I should be hopefully okay. I don't quite know who's going to be helping me out today, but I will take your words to heart and definitely be careful on the way. I do appreciate it. Do you actually happen to have any of those little other arrowheads with you?
Oh,
or is that the only one you have?
I only collected one. It was the only one left. Hold on. And he whistles to the front, and the wagon stops. He walks up to the door, and he starts prying, and he pulls a chunk out of the back of the wagon and, like, starts rubbing and rubs all the soot off of it and hands it to you.
Ooh. Interesting. Yeah, I could, I'll take a look at this as well, too. Perhaps maybe where I'm going, I can talk to them as well, if maybe they've seen anything.
The last man who talked to him had his jaw pulled from his face.
Oh. Well, men tend to be a little bit taller than me, so hopefully they go for mine and have to reach a little bit farther down than I can get away.
I wish you the best, sir. And he pats you kind of like on the back of your shoulder as he moves past. With that said, towards the gate, I'm gonna ask. I guess we're gonna go to our other partner here. As you approach the gate, you see one other individual. Todd, would you like to tell us what Hagen looks like?
Sure. Right now.
Right meow.
Just like a right meow. It's just this younger looking kid, like maybe in his very early 20s, blonde hair, blue eyes, dapper looking clothes, but not like too rich. And he's just got this like look of, bewilderment. Like this is the first time he's ever been to this part of town. It's just so nice to be out and about.
What, one time only. The only time you've ever been here, ever. Approaching is a Kender, carrying something in his hands as he's putting it away. And sure enough, Alderin, the man that your dwarven companion described, is standing at the gates. It begins to rain as you hit the front. What would you two like to share any words before heading out?
Yeah. Excuse me, sir. Are you the gentleman that I'm supposed to be meeting? I'm Aldrin Easttide, by the way. Didn't know if you were.
Well, hello. Yes, I was told to wait for you. This is great. I mean, it's starting to rain, but otherwise, this day has been just so lovely, hasn't it?
Yes, I suppose so. You're very happy to be going on a trip like this, huh? Oh,
well, I am a little sad, of course, but it's always nice to go out on an adventure. Are you ready to go? Have you been traveling long?
Well, no, actually, I was just coming from home. Actually, at the Mason. I actually worked for the Masons Guild, and so I was told I was gonna be traveling with you. It's Dirk Mudthal from the Masons Guild, and but he said that you knew Ispin. Yeah, is that right?
That's very true. I did. Do you recall? Oh, what was it that he's so known for? You remember, right?
Oh,
his namesake.
Well, I do know the little information I did know of him, and my maester talked about it quite a bit, but he always had like a green shield like on his back. I know he was like best friends. Said there was a knight of sorts as well that he traveled with, a knight of Solomnia, and then Hey, I guess he just talked a big game. I unfortunately never met the man, but he sounds like he traveled far and wide and had lots of adventures. And he knows lots of people as well, too, apparently.
He did. And I will drop my disguise self spell.
Okay.
It's like, just wanted to make sure you were who you said you were. And I am, so I'm wearing this like grayish black robe. It's real dirty. The hood pulled up, and got this long stringy black hair and these like orange almost glowing eyes. And these little nubs of horns that are kind of hidden, but not quite. And I'll say it's like, so you want to go or what?
Yeah, no, I want to apologize for being late. My messages and everything, I was trying to connect, and it was like birds and stuff. It just wasn't connecting, so it took me a minute to get my message along. But yeah, no, I'm good to go. Why the disguise though? That was interesting though. I thought you were definitely a cheery young man, for sure.
Draws fewer looks.
Understandable. I like to
Helps
stay
me
out.
mind my own business. When you're blending in with the crowd, it's a lot easier to get work done.
Well, this man knows. Ladies and gentlemen, this man knows. No one's paying attention, so I think we're good to go.
All right. So as the camera pans up and over the big double doors out of Calaman, I will remind you that gear will matter in this game. Whatever you have on you is what you have on you. So if you do not have gear for the rain and whatnot on you, you are gonna be wet during this and uncomfortable, and it
my
will
pens
matter.
and paper come in handy.
Yeah,
I know, right?
it will matter. So as you guys head out of the gate, I'm gonna take us over to our map for everybody of Ansalon. So the area we are traveling in currently, and the direction you're supposed to be going between the East Wild and then across the river is from Calaman, the capital of this area, which you see here, to Vulgar, Vulgar, down the river and across the way. It is a fishing village. It is known for being so. It's not a nice place. It's not like a high-end place. It smells like fish when you get there. I'm assuming that Aldrin has delivered here a few times, but it's only like 25 to 30 miles. It's not a far trek. Something that within a couple of days, trying to be safe, you should be okay. The rain is coming down and the roads are surrounded in forest on each side. Your first day of travel is very uneventful. Conversation is normal. The rain does finally let up after a while, but it does take a while into that night as you camp. As you wake up the next morning, does anyone of you have a tent to camp in?
A tent?
Yep.
No tent.
Then I
Not for
need
me.
a survival check to find shelter. And this is very important. And I've never said that about finding shelter in rain in any game I've ever ran.
Oh, nice. That's going to be an 18.
An 18. Audience, can I get a D20 roll, please? This is going to be pretty important. While they're rolling that... No, everything plays over the map, Kelly. Don't worry about it. I have them in the middle of it like that on purpose. Play all you want. Play all you want. A 4. That night, as you guys sat down, you do find an old cave, abandoned. It was probably a den for like wolves or some form of wild dogs in the area. It comes down that evening, and the rain looks normal at first. And then within moments, you see it's sticky. And it's like sticking to the trees and brushes in the area. And towards the end of that night, there is a strike of lightning as it sets the forest immediately around you ablaze.
Oh, crap.
Sleeping is difficult. By the time morning runs around, it does rain again, and it washes away the burnt husk of an area within 100 foot from where you guys camped. The strike of lightning was within 10 foot of the cave that you were at. The area that is left behind that's a burnt husk is about a 30-foot diameter circle. Can I get an arcane check from the two of you?
I got lucky with my last arcane check.
You did.
Because I had... Oh, damn. Man, these dice are...
Comes Arcana.
Baby.
19.
That's a dirty 20. Holy cow.
Dirty 20?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, 20. What was yours?
19.
19. So 20 will
19.
get it. This lightning, if it's from a lightning bolt, you've seen it strike trees, it burns an area up. A 30-foot diameter strike, that's not lightning from a storm. At least not a normal storm. Some of the burnt husks of wood that are here, one of them, what is the passive perception for you two?
My passive is a 16.
Ooh, 13.
Hey, Hagen?
Yeah.
16's high enough. Them Kender eyes, man. You see a small stick sticking through, looks like it got launched from one of the tree, got hit, into the husk of another tree that's also burnt out. And there is a faint spark once in a while that you see coming from the inside of the tree.
From inside of the tree.
Where this branch is like wedged into another tree.
Gotcha. Have you ever seen anything like that sort of before, Hagen?
Have I? Is
No.
this?
Absolutely not.
No, I was gonna say that's pretty uncommon and unusual.
It is.
Everything I've encountered.
All right. I mean, how are you about exploring things of the unnatural and things not known?
Dabble.
You dabble a little bit. You want to go check it
Here
out?
and there.
Yeah. Let's. I guess we got a little time off the beaten path, and there's a cave there as well too.
Well, that's where you guys camped, was the cave.
Oh, we were in the.
Yeah,
cave.
that's where you caved.
Yeah.
This is the next morning. What's
Next morning.
left
Alright,
behind
gotcha.
from the storm.
Gotcha. Yeah, I'll go over. I want to go over to the tree, and I want to take my. I'll take this spear, and I'll just kind of poking at it a little bit.
The stick is charred, like when you would burn wood, how it gets hardened and like crunchy on the outside. But it is like rock solid. It feels like hitting metal.
Oh wow!
And you see it
Interesting.
inside the tree again.
Lightning inside of a tree. That's weird. I mean, I would always suspect that especially lightning hitting a tree would set it on fire. I mean, there was a blaze here before. That's definitely what happened. But there's still lightning bolts going from inside of the tree, bouncing around inside there.
You should see if the stick has anything to do with it.
I mean, I could. I'm going to take off my my hood and wrap it around the stick, so I'm
Sure.
not grabbing it with my bare hands. And I want to
Sure.
see if I can work it out or wedge it or something.
I mean, within just a couple tries, you can get it out. When you pull it out, there is an arc of electricity that goes from the stick to the tree as you kind of pull it apart. And the end of it has got this burning electrical orb on the end, on this knob on the end of this stick. And it is black charred, and it does not hurt you at all when you pull it out. And the charge dissipates inside the tree.
Interesting.
Like, think Sword in the Stone level, like when you pull it.
Oh,
Like,
yeah,
just
I can see that.
like electricity arc off the end of it.
Well, you see him just double hands, and you just hear that as he's pulling it, and just the lightning starts shooting past him, and his hair starts like static and everything. All right.
With that,
Impressive.
in the distance, you hear screams and yelling, "Help! Help!" As soon as the snap of electricity finishes.
What the hell? This day just gets better and better. Sticky rain, a thing stuck in a tree. All right. How are you about helping people as well, too?
How are
that
you
at all?
about helping people?
As long as the day's not boring, I say let's go for it.
Oh, all right. You know that. I mean, messengers a lot of time. Maybe they've got a message for somebody else. A message of help. They're sending a message of help. We must go. All right. That sounds good. Okay. Here we go. And it starts just wandering forward.
It's the endless weeks in the library.
Endless weeks in the library. Okay.
Start to a new day, and Aldrin's kind of excited about it.
All right.
Just you wait, Kelly.
I'm going to move us to the other map here. As you guys hear the screaming through the forest and like over a little hill, a man comes running, just screaming his head off. We're being murdered. He's just losing his mind as he is running towards you, and he almost runs past the two of you as he like breaks around a bend, falls, hits one of the trees, and scrambles to get up to continue running. There's nothing behind this man.
Sir, wait, stop for a second. What are you running from? What do you mean that they're murdering you?
The soldiers, they're all dead. They killed everybody.
What killed them? What are you talking about?
It's these robed people that they can fly.
Flying robed. And he slowly just kind of glances over at Hagen. Do you fly?
This man is panicked. He is gonna continue running unless you have a way to kind of keep him there.
No. All right. What about your family?
You could give me if you want to try to keep him there, give me a persuasion. One of you.
I'll try it.
Or you can aid each other. I will say that if you are going to roll, you do have a +2 to charisma-based checks if you want to use one of the cards. You would be denying Tuesday's show dexterity skill roll bonus.
So I would like to
I'll go with it.
aid his check by saying,
Haven't looked.
"You'll be a hero to them if you come back with us to save them."
A hero. Okay, I see. Give me the hero
what
life.
He said with aid and 5 is +1 or +2.
Eight is percent or not percentile. Is advantage.
Oh, advantage. That's right.
You get to roll 2 pretty dice.
It's advantage. Oh, thank you for giving me advantage because that was a 2.
Okay, and you get a +2 to this for the card.
Nice. That gives me a big old 12.
A 12. The man starts to calm down, but he is far from being okay. Look,
right.
I don't know who they are. I don't understand what they want. They killed all of the Solamnic knights that were there. All of them. Ripped them apart. One guy was eating the inside of another man's face.
Well, what about the other townsfolk? Was it just the?
No. We were delivering supplies. We were delivering to one of the farmsteads, and they jumped us from everywhere. The trees, from the hills. One of them just appeared next to me.
Ooh. Hagen, anything sound familiar to you with that?
I think I would have to see them to get any kind of chance of knowing. And I'm curious what's going on anyway.
Look, around the bend, maybe 100 yards from here. I am not going with you, though. Not until you yell that it's clear. And he like looks at the area that is just charred and burnt. He's like, maybe not here either.
Did any of this like this charring? Were they able to do any of that sort of thing?
What? No.
Lightning. No lightning at all.
No, I don't know what this is.
Okay. Well, no worries. You know what? You just stay here. Why don't you hide right inside that cave? The two of us will go take a look at it, and hopefully you'll be safe.
I am not hiding in a cave. I will hide outside of this burned up area. You come get me when things are okay.
Okay. All right. What's your name?
My name is Ray.
Ray.
He's got dark hair, little goatee, cherub cheeks. This strikes a look for Todd. He'll know who it is. as a person.
This is a halfling?
No, it's a human.
No.
Oh, you know what?
Human. All right.
You know what? Yes, Todd. It would be a kender.
Kender. Let's cross out human here.
All right. Ray, you just relax. We'll go take a look at it, and we
He
hear
like
anything.
pulls out a wineskin and starts sucking some down.
Don't get yourself too drunk now, just in case.
Probably
you have
best to
run or anything.
self-medicate. Go ahead.
Okay, or what he said, self-medication is always good. Sure.
My question to you two then is, how would you like to approach this area? He says it's about 100 yards from here. I have you on the map. He would be about 100 yards from where his token is on the map before I bring us over for the audience to see.
Oh wait, there's the map. Dun, dun. Where are we at on this here map? Are we on the left side? Ah, there we are. All right. Had to find us. Okay. Well, I mean, I guess I was. I mean, you knowing your good friend and everything. I guess I had heard some stories around that you were a fighter of sorts as well. That you'd be able to hold your own. So,
I don't really lift
No.
steel against foes, but I can hold my own. Yeah.
Now, I will say when he looks over you, what weapons are you carrying? Because I 100% gave him false information.
I have. You can't really see any because I'm wearing this dirty gray-black cloak with a
But
hood.
no, like, sword
And that's-
out the back or anything like that?
No, nothing big enough to be visible. We'll say that, I guess.
Sword out the back. Who carries a sword on their back besides a witcher?
Carries a giant sword.
All right, so I'll pull my shield
My
off the wall.
Where were you
and,
keeping that?
What? Fuck. Fucking Kender, man. Bags of holding.
Yeah, so I go ahead, I prep, get my spear set, and I grab my shield as well. And I guess maybe it's the best if we sneak up. And if anything, I could always disguise our way of getting up there. I've got a few tricks up my sleeve. We could, you know what? We can make a fog bank, and we could sneak inside that.
Yeah.
Yeah. That should work, right? What do you think of that?
Of course.
That-
The sneaky approach is preferred.
Sure. All right. So Aldrin's gonna like walk kind of into the tree line, off the path, and he's gonna start making his way closer, stealthily. And then you see him. He's got his sword, walking with his spear and his shield. But then with his shield hand, he kind of reaches down, and you notice that there is a bottle sitting on his side, and he just kind of reaches down for the cork. But he starts walking forward. Like he's
Okay.
prepping, getting ready to do something.
I didn't know you were. I didn't know you were good at that. So
Stealthiness?
yeah.
We'll see.
Well,
Who isn't?
we are using the house rules that we have for stealth to start. So if you would like, you can take 10 and do what is considered a passive stealth, which will be compared to all passive perceptions, unless you come within 30 foot of somebody, or you go to make an attack against somebody. Then you will need to roll stealth, and then there'll be a roll off for comparison. But if you want a passive, you're welcome to passive, and it gives you that nice kind of even number all the way through. Do you get advantage on stealth?
Even as a Kender, I do not.
No, okay. So what's your passive stealth?
Would be a 12.
All right, cool. So as you're making your way through the trees, are you leaving Hagen behind, or Hagen, are you going to follow as well stealth?
I'll go with him as well with a passive stealth of 15.
Okay. As you disappear, Aldrin, you have a hard time just keeping eyes on him. You do, but he's kind of moving in and out, shifty, that dirty robe keeping him hidden. As you round the bend into this area, let me take us over to the maps. So, our lovely shields here. For those who are wondering why we're using shields, these are the heraldry marks for each of the characters. Each character are going to have their own as well. The gold one and steel, that would be our lovely Kenders. And then the green and red and steel is our human, right? Is that what you said you look like? A human?
Sure, for now.
For now. Oh, okay. Cool. I don't know what he is, so this will be interesting for me. I let them keep secrets from me. So as you see Ray run out of the distance, out of sight, I will zoom out a little bit on this map, and you can see it is a big bend that goes around. The area that is up higher is about 20 foot up. The road is covered in wagon trail marks. There are burn marks here and there throughout the trees. And you do see in the distance a destroyed wagon with stuff strewn about.
Well, he was right about the attack, at least.
Yeah, and the bodies on the ground, does it look like they're just they're guards and stuff? Like
From there, they're people in full plate.
In full plate?
Mm-hmm. Okay. But they're dead. It is a massacre. Like
with the knights you mentioned.
Like one of the men in full plate has the femur of a horse shoved through his throat.
Oh, that looks like it hurts. Good Lord.
No pianos.
No pianos here. No piano. Just crates. Just crates.
No pianos.
I see you. So you can stealth up anywhere to the wreckage, wherever you'd like to be within 5 foot of the wreckage.
Sure. I think I was thinking like kind of keeping just on the inside, like around these rocks and stay. Well, there's not much hiding here. Yeah, kind of hide behind this rock over in this little.
As long as you're not on the road itself,
okay.
You can stealth.
Okay, cool. Yeah. Actually, it looks like if I'm able to get up here, can I actually climb on top of this?
Yeah, that is a ramp that goes up and around, and you go to there. Okay. Sure. Hagen, where would you like to go?
A very similar path, actually. My Roll20 has decided that the animation needs to turn the whole screen black. I'm just
just hit refresh.
Refresh it real quick.
That's because it's the animated GIF.
Animated.
All right, so you're going to go that way, and you're going to go. Are you sticking together then?
I mean, I'm moving forward. Yeah, if he's close behind me, he can.
So from there, looking down, there are 3 knights laying on the ground. One is kind of in the wreckage. It looks like they've pulled themselves up into it, but that is the one that's got the femur sticking out of its throat. And in the area, there is just debris scattered all the way across the road. The wagon is flipped and pretty destroyed, but you're 25 foot up and 20 foot out, so 35 foot away, and it's overcast right now. Not nighttime, midday, but your passive perception, I believe, yeah, yours is high enough. On the opposite side of the trail, of the road, you see a robed individual going through a crate behind one of the trees. We'll put him on the map for you here.
See that one?
Dude.
After he points it out, Hagen, you would see it.
Oh, he points it out.
Yeah.
I see it. After that. Okay, I see.
I will put it on screen for you. Need to go to my GM leader. Right here. I'm going to move him to the front. There you go. Over here. All the way across. I'll scroll this up so the audience can see it as well.
All the way across.
All the way across. And he is digging through a crate right now. Unfortunately, as that happens, one of them appears behind you. I need perception checks for the 2 of you to see if you are quick enough to notice before I get a surprise round.
That is a 17 for me.
Okay.
Oh, that's 5.
5?
That's not good.
5?
That's not good, sir. You do not notice. He points out and you're kind of crouching and looking. You do see the guy in the distance. You do not see the one behind you. Aldrin, what did you say your total was?
That was a 17.
17. Give me your initiative roll. You have a chance to go first here.
Yeah. Definitely ain't going first. That is a big old fat 4.
That's horrible.
That is very horrible. I get good on everything else. Time to fight. Nope.
All right, well, let me bring you two to the front, or to the initiative. You can type in your initiatives. I got a 12 for the gentleman behind you. If you two put your initiatives in there, Todd, you can roll yours as well for Hagen.
Oh. Yep.
Piss poor roll, huh?
Mm-hmm.
All right.
Lucky number 7.
The one behind you comes in quick and fast. I don't have enough points to spend yet, but I'm just going to do a normal attack, I think. Yeah, I don't have... Dang. I was really hoping I had 4 more points, but you guys didn't spend more cards than I will. Let me pull up my guy here. I'm going to stab with my short sword to start. I think that's the right way to do it. As a glint of steel comes around your neck, Hagen, unaware, as he's trying to slit your throat as quick as he can to take one of you out. I got a 11. Let's see here. 11.
Todd, don't die.
11, 12, 13. I got a 14. 14 to hit.
On the money.
Oh,
Now,
no.
With that said, there is a raise DC by 1 if you'd like to raise your armor class by 1.
Yes, please.
Okay.
I don't want to die.
Well, actually...
First attack of the first combat.
So when your hand comes out from underneath your robes, you're wearing special bracers, aren't you?
I am. Yes.
As it cuts across the bracers, sparks flying as the camera spins around to the front of you. Behind you, there's this copper-scaled, looks like dragon person in leather armor and robes. As he yells across, he's like, "We got more!" And he says it in a broken common. Now that is me. Everyone else is aware, and they all go into hide. And that would take us to Hagen next in the initiative order.
All right. Didn't want to blow this too fast. So I think I'm gonna do. Oh, that's an action. Oh, okay. All right. So I'm just looking over the spells I selected a long time ago.
Oh,
and they're all pretty damn cool.
So long ago. We got new ones too. Splinterverse sent us the companion one, so we have a bunch of new spells as well.
Oh yeah! I gotta
Very
look at all those.
So I will. I'm going to reach down deep inside and find the strength to cast a spell. I am going to clutch my. I've got this heavy, thick-banded steel necklace, and in the center is this sort of like skull with a big ruby in its mouth. And I kind of grab that, and I say a few magic words, and I'm suddenly surrounded in a sheath of flames that are protecting me. And I'm going to...
Do I have saves I need to make if I'm standing next to you?
No. This is just sort of a protection of sorts for myself.
Okay. I was afraid that I was screwed. And I was going to get flamed on like immediately.
People who are familiar with the game would recognize Armor of Agathis, except it's not ice for me, it's fire.
Oh, nice. Wait, why?
Drop that in the chat.
Why is it fire?
Because I've got a special ability that lets me change it to fire.
Oh!
I don't like that.
I like it. And then that is my action. So I think what I'll do... Everything has an attack of opportunity in this game. So I'm worried what is it? Step that you can do. A 5-foot step.
Yep.
I will back away to here.
Okay.
As a 5-foot step, just to not be dead close to this guy.
Okay.
And that is the end of my turn.
All right, with your 5-foot step away, that takes us to Aldrin. Aldrin, you see one of them scurry across and dive behind the wagon. But your passive perception is good enough to see one that has moved up behind these rocks to the right.
Over that way? Okay.
Right here.
Okay.
And you can hear something moving along the cliff face below. You don't see him, but there is definitely something moving. The one across over here pulls out a bow and cocks back and is getting ready to fire.
Okay. Cool. I would like to, if I can, I want to try to maneuver my way on the backside of the guy that snuck up behind us.
Sure.
If I could.
You can. You got a guy right next to you if you're going to do that.
That's true.
Now you could move around him. You were here, correct?
I was right here, right in front of him there on that side.
So, whoops, this guy should have been here. I apologize. So now you can. Now you're fine. Yeah, he was on Todd.
Oh,
there you go.
Okay, cool. Here's what I'd like to do. I'll kind of hop over in front of him. I'm going to move over in front of that guy.
Mm-hmm.
I've still got my shield on me, but then instead I let go of that bottle that was on my side, and I actually reach up for another bottle.
Okay.
Yep, that is with me. And then you actually see Aldrin. He flips this bottle up like into the air, and with the butt of his spear swings it around, catches the bottle, and slams it down into the ground right in front of this guy. As I am going to cast,
I don't like this.
Yeah, I'm gonna do a thunder wave right on this dude out of the gate in front of his
Dang, man.
face. Yeah.
All right, so with your thunder wave, would you like to use the +2 damage card?
Yes, I would.
All right, so it's
does get
DKs.
He does get a con save.
I will make my con save. Hey. I did not roll very well.
Nice.
My con save was actually, just to point this out, piss poor. But don't worry about it.
Oh no! I needed that die! Hold on a second. I gotta disappear. I lost the one die that I needed.
Well, I would like to ask you, so you're using the +2 damage, right?
Yes.
Would you like to use one of the other cards to add an additional die of damage?
Oh, sure.
Okay.
I legit just lost my one die.
You losing stuff over there?
Is that your new one with the liquid core?
Yes, it's my new one.
Oh no! I hope it doesn't crack and you lose all the crit juice.
The crit juice?
Oh, the crit juice.
Ooh.
Oh my god, I'm
Give me one
marking
sec.
that.
I got another D8. There's one over on the counter. Hold on.
You know, there's dice in the roller that you could roll.
Oh, he's got plenty in the studio.
Yeah, there's 100 of them. So while he's going to find his die that he threw across the room, I'm gonna go. Let's see here. I think I'm gonna go with my guys. Here. Geez, is the other room in the next country?
All right.
Did you find it? Oh, he didn't have his head.
All right.
Did you find it?
I'm gonna. No, I did not find it. It's around here somewhere.
MDK for the die, they said. MDK for the die.
Okay.
So what I asked you is, would you
on that.
like to use the commons give you a D4, rares give you a D6,
Yeah.
and then your... I don't think we have anything above that right now. Just commons and rares. So we have a common. You can use that, and it'll give you an extra D4 damage. There's a rare for a D6, which is an extra attack you'd be giving up. Or we have assassination attempt for a purple, but that would give you a D10 extra damage.
Yeah. No, I'll just go with the D4. That's
Okay.
fine.
We'll use one of the dexterity ones. Thank you, serving hands.
As this explosion goes off, and as you kind of see it as well too, when he's doing that, everything kind of almost goes in like slow motion, and you just hear that gong, 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 gong. As the bottle slams in, a giant explosion of just sound happens. He's gonna take 19 points. Little freaking baller on this damage. 19 points of thunder damage, and then he immediately gets pushed backwards 10 feet. Which I do believe, if it looks like, he might go over that little lip, if I'm correct.
Well, it's
Maybe.
worse than that. As he stands up and the impact hits him, it rips the scales from his face and blows him backwards into these trees, but just the top half of him. As you doubled my damage and obliterate me.
Kenders are awesome!
As he gets nuked. I will remind you, there is a card for an extra attack. Now, that has to be a melee attack. It cannot be a spell, but you could use a attack if you would like. I don't know if you have a range attack on you right now.
No, I've got my spear out.
Okay, that goes to me. Okay. One down, one next to us, and you were killing this one, correct, over on the far side?
I was doing the one that was, like, right here next to us.
Oh, the one next to you!
Yeah.
Oh, Jesus. Boom! Hagen, he saved you. I wasn't expecting that. That's,
Glad he did.
That is going to change things, though, for you. As he hits, and what I explained from the distance is the same thing, but I didn't explain the thing that happens when you're point blank. They explode.
Oh, dear.
Oh.
For those who've ever played Dragonlance before, they are one of my favorite creatures of all time.
Todd might have just murdered us.
You definitely did something. Let me unmark the guy you did not kill. I misunderstood you. You did the one next to you, which is way better for me. Way better. For them. Way better for them. As this Draconian gets hit and the skin flies off of him, when a Draconian is reduced to 0 hit points, its body turns into stone and releases a gas. Each creature within 5 foot of the Draconian must make a DC Constitution save.
Got it! Now, can I add my con of 37? Is that okay?
You don't have a con of 37.
I'm 37.
No. It doesn't work that way.
At least 23.
Oh boy. Oh boy. That's can I have a
my con
reroll,
save.
a hero point?
So here's how inspiration works. If we get an inspiration card, you can use it, but you take 2d6 points of damage for taking that inspiration. Or if there's something out of your backgrounds, ideals, and flaws that would make sense right now to grant you an inspiration, I'm willing to hear it. But it has to make sense. You can't, like, force it in like a square block in a circle hole. Yeah. So unless your bond's ideals and flaws fit in, the answer to that is no.
I thought you said bonsai deals.
Bonsai! Ideals and flaws.
Bonsai deals?
Hey, we had our first lineage card played. The Ironfeld Repair Flux was played, which is which is pretty awesome.
You.
Yeah, which could be important here coming up.
Yeah, does it work on Kender?
No, God no. You think I put healing in this? No.
All right, worth a try.
Yeah, that's.
So what did you get there, Conn?
9.
9. What did you get there, Hagen?
I rolled a 20 total.
You are fine. As this gas lets out and you cover your face, you see the Kender get frozen in space. You are restrained as you begin to turn to stone.
What?
Oh.
Like I said, repair flux. So, as he begins to turn to stone, you hear claws climbing the ridge behind you. Hagen, what languages do you speak?
Crap. Double crap.
I speak the common tongue of the region. I don't know if we have a specific name for it.
Yeah, there is languages within. So if you type in on the eye in the corner, you can pull up languages, but you speak common. Do you have any other languages that you speak that you
I
would like to
speak,
say aloud.
Salamnik.
Salamnik? That's the
Or-
common, isn't it?
Oh, is it? I thought it was a separate from common.
Well, it's not Salamnik, I'll tell you that.
Okay. Well then, I guess I can reveal I do speak a certain
You can send it to me in chat if you'd
tongue
like
of,
instead.
no, I'll say it out loud.
No one
This
can
is
see
fine.
chat.
I speak a certain dialect of primordial.
Oh, no, this is not primordial.
Okay. Then, I don't know. That's all I've got.
That's it. Okay, well, you hear climbing behind you as it reaches to grab your foot. I need you to make me an athletics check, please. Or no, sorry, it's not athletics. I didn't get an attack roll. I have to make an attack roll versus you. Does a 13 hit you flat-footed?
It does not.
As he
Wait,
reaches...
flat-footed?
Yeah,
Hold on.
-2. I mean, minus your dex.
Minus dex. So, yes, that would get me.
As a clawed hand comes out from underneath the grass and grabs you, as his hand starts to become visible, he pulls you off the ledge. I need a climb check to not fall. I'm giving you a chance to grab the ledge as he's tossing you 25 foot down.
Is this an attack roll that he's making?
Yes, it would be an attack roll.
All right, take 5 fire damage as this shield around me
What?
erupts out and hits him because he dared touch me.
I didn't know you did fire damage.
You dared touch him?
Apparently, I should not do that.
Yeah.
All right, 5 points, right?
Does a nat 20 count for this check? For
Yeah. How would you like to catch the ledge? Be as metal as you want with a nat 20.
All right, I will. As I go off the edge, I will pull a dagger from my hidden belt and jab it right into the stone, and then do a little kick to pop myself right back up on the cliff.
You said 5 points of fire damage.
Yeah, 5.
All right. Okay. As he burns, he holds on to it as he tries to pull you, and you stop yourself from going through. Looking down at this gold and copper scaled humanoid, there are no wings on this. They say things have wings, but he one-hands himself up as another foot comes like out underneath his arm and grabs the cliff edge as he stands upright on the ledge. And I'm going to make my second attack. I rake through the air, missing, and you start to see green drip from this creature's mouth, like a saliva.
Oh boy.
And then that takes me to the one who's firing from the other area, but I have disadvantage. Disadvantage saves you as an arrow strikes a tree, and then you hear more yelling. And it is a loud yell up into the sky, and in the distance, you can, because you're on the hill, you can see shadows flying in. Can I get a perception check for a count?
From both of us, or just...
No, you're turning to stone, sir. You can't turn your head right now.
What's my perception? Oh, 14?
14. There are 5 of these creatures, at least in the distance, flying in. They're probably 30 seconds to maybe a minute away from here. Like counting as they're flying across the treetops. And it is your turn, Hagen. What would you like to do?
This thing's still here on the cliff with me.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
He looks distinctly different than the other ones.
Does Aldern have? He's not completely stone, right?
He's turning to stone.
Like,
he has to make a save again at the beginning of his round. Now, if you would like to use the flux, you can get rid of it.
Oh, I can.
Yeah, you can repair him. You can get rid of the stone. You can't heal people.
Doesn't that take time though? Time we don't have.
It's an action. It'll take an action.
Oh, it is an action?
Yep.
All right.
But we also have an extra attack card, so you could do that and still get an attack in. Can't get a spell with
Ah.
that card, but you could attack still.
Well, that's right. I have a dagger out now because I used it to stop my fall.
Yup.
So what I'll do is I will use that flux
Okay, so we're gonna use the flux.
reach behind and pull this magical
What does it look
substance.
like? It's your family lineage. It's the Ironfeld lineage that makes this flux. Flux traditionally is used for like welding or soldering or sometimes using stained glass, but it's the thing that binds things back together or fixes things. So what's it look like? What's this family heritage? A heritage flux.
I pull this small box from my belt, and it's six equal sides, all with gold. It's black, but it's got these like gold intricate patterns on all of them. And I pull it and I twist it, and this stuff comes oozing out of my hand. I start slathering it onto him.
Okay, so as you start slathering it on, I'll use that card. Would you like to use the extra attack card?
Yes, I would.
All right. Extra attack card, that is from DK.
You said that's for an attack, not a spell, right?
Attack, not a spell. There are spell ones later on.
Natural 20.
Are you serious?
I'm serious.
Give me your damage.
It's not going to be a lot of damage because you just roll the die twice, right?
You do roll the die twice. Oh, no, we're going to do the same thing we've always done. Max the first die, roll the second. I know that is not D&D rules, but that is Frankhouse rules because it makes crit feel more powerful. And we're playing a heavy metal Game of Thrones Dragonlance game, so...
Then that'll be 10 damage as I sink this dagger into this thing's neck.
Would you like to spend a common to add 2d4? Because that will not be enough to kill it.
Yes.
Right.
Yes, because
DK's common?
I want to... I have more dice I could roll, but not currently. I want to, but I cannot yet. So yes, I will spend a card.
All right, so that gets you a d4, so 4 plus another d4, because you're using the upper left-hand corner of the stream loot cards. Let me get us some metal music here.
That'll add another 6 to that 10.
How much was the total then?
16.
16. And you're hitting the main guy. All right, he is still standing. But I have to make a save. As you slice through the air, can I get a d20 roll from the audience as I take a critical wound? For those who don't know, we have added some new rules to the game, specifically wound rules. And I already have a wound from fighting the knights, so this sucks.
Exclamation point 1d20.
Yeah, exclamation point 1d20. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm so used to doing this over on our other channel. I forgot to explain how dice rolls work. A 3. All right, that's not too bad. That's not too bad.
Nice.
Minor scar. You nick him across his snout, cutting one of his nostrils in half. But you grazed bone, and he starts gushing this green, like ichor blood as it burns the ground and cleans your dagger.
Oh, cleans it. Doesn't
Like burns, like any residue or oils that you have on it are gone. With that said,
That's very interesting.
it takes us to our man turning to stone.
No, not anymore. He's been fluxed.
That's right, you've been fluxed. You're not stone anymore. As it melts off you, this pile of like wet cement on the ground around you. What would you like to do?
Holy shite, I've been fluxed. How close is that one? I'd probably have to move up to that one that's right next
This
to him,
isn't the
right?
time
Yeah,
to
he
get
is.
hard.
He is on like he's like perched like a goat on the ledge
Okay.
with a hand and a foot.
I want to just like run up to him and I want to like try to spear him to knock him off the side if I can.
All right. Well, you charge. Give me a roll to hit him. I will remind you that we do have a +2 to attack roll if you would like to use it.
Let's see, I got that with one hand. Yeah, let's go ahead and do that +2.
All right, we'll use Serving Hands +2, which denies Tuesday +2 to damage. I'm explaining how it works, not because we have somebody for Tuesday on the show. Just explaining how the cards work.
That is then going to take me to an 18 with the +2.
18. Oh yeah, that hits. Absolutely hits.
All right, trying to knock him off. Oh, max damage, baby! 8 points of damage to
Yes.
Whack!
All right, so 8. I am still up. Would you like to spend a card to do extra D4 damage?
An extra D4? Sure, let's do that.
All right. Do you want to use the base DC, where you can raise a DC by 1? Or would you like to use a plus... or one of your lineage cards?
One of my lineage cards.
Your lineage cards we've not used yet, so I don't know if you want to use it yet. I would say use the DC one.
Yeah.
That's a common.
Yeah, I'll do that.
All right, get an extra D4 damage.
That is another 3 points of damage.
All right. As you run him through, like hit him hard with the spear, he's still perched on the ledge. He does not fall. He is like gripped into like a root or something off of one of the trees. I will say he is not looking the best.
All right.
As acid sprays out, I need a dexterity saving throw from you.
Stop it. Yeah. 16.
A gout of acid sprays out as you duck underneath it, and it kind of falls, hits the ground, and burns the grass away. He is still standing. As he leans in, he's like, "There's more of me and my friends than you." As he quick draws, I'm going to spend 5 points to go in first in my initiative order between all my guys. And I am going to try to sneak attack you. Does a 14 hit you?
No, it does not.
There goes 4 of my points. As he goes to sneak attack you, it bounces off of your shield, and he cocks back his next hand to strike at you. I don't have any actions, do I? I do have an extra attack with him. This one gets multi-attack. 18.
18 will hit.
18 will hit. I don't do a lot of damage. I do 4 points of damage to you. As he rakes across as your shields push the side. With that said, the one behind the wagon yells another time, and you see the group fly up, and they start swooping in to get a dive bomb ready to come in. And you see like fires in the sky start to light up from each one of the ones flying. This one, on the far right, the one that you guys have been, I don't want to say ignoring, but not paying heed to, charges in to attack you, fighting his commander. I'm going to make a swing with a short sword. I totally fail. And the other one's going to fire his bow at Hagen. Hagen, does a 21 hit you? I rolled really good.
Yes, a 21.
Oh wait, I have disadvantage. You're in combat. Doesn't matter. I rolled the same number twice. 21. For 3 points of damage as an arrow strikes you.
Okay. And it's an arrow.
It's an arrow.
It's not.
It's from the guy that is way out up over here.
All right. The arrow actually melts away as it hits the fire surrounding me. I take no damage.
I'm sorry. What?
The spell gives me temporary hit points, and it didn't use them all up,
right,
so I'm just for flavor.
I thought you were like,
away.
and I burn up
That's
ranged
so metal,
weapons.
Todd.
Bing!
That's so metal, bro.
As it burns up the arrow, it takes us back to you. Hagen, what would you like to do? I've taken all my actions. The one, it looks like maybe he's the leader. He's a little bulkier than the other ones. Has got a short sword that he's quick drawn, and he's holding on to your new companion, and you can see he's getting ready to jump backwards.
And this is the one that's been injured, right?
That got
I think
ran through with a spear.
We'll take this guy out first, then, just to make sure this doesn't happen.
The other one is now within 5 foot of you. In case you're going to cast spells at all, you are safe from that one. But the other one is grappled, so I can't really make attacks on you. So if you want to cast spells in this area, you can. With that said, I will remind that we did get a rare card where you can get a spell slot back.
Oh, neat. I may need that.
Ready? But it's if you use it, it's a potion card.
Oh.
Because Tuesday gets potions.
I see.
Ooh.
So Adam could get a spell back. I would get a potion.
You got it.
All right. That's cool. That's cool. I see how it is.
Mm-hmm. I see how it is.
I am going to seeing that they are a little bit in a pinch, I am going to risk casting a spell. I'll mutter a few key incantations.
Okay.
And spin my hand around and then point my index finger and pinky at his face.
Okay.
And I will shoot fire right down his throat. Does a 19 hit him?
Does a 19? Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely hits
And
me.
he will take 12 fire damage.
That is enough. As the husk lights ablaze and falls off the 25-foot cliff down below in a smoldering fire, as he hits the ground, he bursts when he hits the ground. And
All right.
acid fills the area around him, scorching the earth.
Good.
When he dies,
So then-
there is people, the other ones yelling to each other in another language. I'm going to ask this time, since you don't speak it, what does the Kender speak for languages?
The Kender can speak Common, Elvish, and Draconic.
In Draconic, they are yelling, "Reinforcements won't be here in time. We need to run."
All right, and it's my turn, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
There's one hiding behind this wagon, there's one in the forest shooting, and there's one next to you.
Yep. I would say, y'all want to try to run, huh? You should run after your commander that went over the side, and I want to step around him, grab the back of the spear, and I want to try to knock this guy off the cliff face.
All right. All right, so you're attempting to move him. So 5e, what is it? It wouldn't be bull rush. Push? I know what it is in Pathfinder.
Think so? Yeah. Yeah, I know. I'm like, I know all the
I know
Pathfinder
Pathfinders.
rules.
No, it is push. I was right. All right. Attack roll.
Check roll.
Bantha Rush. Wait, no, that's Star Wars.
That's Star Wars.
That's cocked. Let's go again. Out of the box. Come on, stay in the box. Oh, 18.
Oh, Kelly is right. It is an athletics check.
Oh, it's an athletics? Okay.
Yes, it is an athletics check. I just looked it up.
So-
I was like, I'll just
okay,
go for
so
tackle.
add in my athletics. Okay, so that'll only be a 16 then.
That's more than enough because I suck.
Him? Oh.
Yeah. Oh yeah. So you're gonna shove me. I tried to grab the ledge and I rolled a 2. Hold on. Do these ones have what I think they have? No, they don't. Damn it. He doesn't have wings. He can't glide. He can't glide. As he gets tossed over the ledge, God. I think this is going to be enough just to kill this guy. They don't have a lot of hit points here, everybody. Let me double check it. I need 2d6 from you.
2d6 for me?
Yep, 2d6.
Oh,
There's
you're
a
lucky.
plus-
That's only...
There's a +2 damage card if you'd like to use it.
I won't say that. It's only 3.
Only 3 points. He falls. He does not die. He is still alive. As he hits the ground, but he looks at his commander and he turns over and he starts to scurry on his action, running behind the wagon with the other one. This one's going to take one shot at Hagen. Since the fire shield's down, I don't think a 12 is going to hit you. That takes us back to Hagen. Hagen, what do you want to do? About 4 rounds from the reinforcements. And they look like they're trying to flee.
Well, they've done some major damage to some folks. I'm not going to just let them
Not let him run?
scurry away. No.
All right.
No.
I need a D20 roll from the audience, please, when you get a chance. Go ahead, Hagen.
Just checking the distance here.
5-foot squares, just to clarify, in case I did not say that earlier.
So this one that ran over here is
In cover.
Oops, wrong button. This one here, he's got cover.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, but I can see him.
He's not
All right.
hidden. There is a second one back there, but he's in total cover. Total concealment. Thank you, DK.
Clap my hands together and I pull them apart and I start making this circular motion.
Okay.
And I'm spinning and there's more and more flame gathering in my hands. And I raise it above my head
Is this fireball?
and I scream out "Destructo Disc" and I throw this spinning blade of fire at him. Let's check here.
Where's
How,
Gillis when you need him?
Let's see. Range spell attack. All right.
Destructo Disc?
Fucking natural 20 again. Yes.
Are you serious?
This is the
Good
best
Lord.
game I have ever played. No, let's see. Stack roll. Okay. On a hit. Ooh. Okay. Now, what is it for spell crits? Do you double the dice, right?
Yep. So max the first one, just like always in our games.
All right. 5, 10, 13 plus 18 is 31 damage.
You incinerate him? Yes. It hits him in the center. It's that classic, like, thunk, and the fire just whoosh, spreads and burns the entire body up as a puff of smoke comes out and the whole side of the wagon turns to stone.
Shout out to Mage Hand Press. That's from Valdus Fire Secrets. It's called Boomer Ring.
Boomer Ring? Are you kidding me?
And because he had cover, I used this spell because not only does it do a nice big chunk of damage, but if I miss, they'd be like, "Ha, you missed me." As it reaches the extent of its range, it just comes back, and I get another chance to attack him because it returns.
Are you serious? No. So you can throw it again right now?
No, I can't because it hit.
But
if you miss on the first, you've got like a
amazing.
Like a second chance. Yeah, that's a cool spell.
Awesome.
That is
and I
amazing.
get it as part of my class, which is nice.
Well, okay. I guess that's good for you. It sucks for me, but it's good for you. Aldrin, it's your turn. There's obviously one hiding there. He's in total cover. You can see the one out in the trees. He definitely is concerned. As his friends are just getting obliterated. Don't worry. There's 5 of us. There's only 2 of you. What could go wrong?
Yeah. And can I? Oh, how far away is that guy from me? Let me see. He's back in the woods. Yeah.
Yes. He's back in the woods.
Okay.
Every time Adam leans in, it looks like he's licking the camera.
Okay. A little bit too far for some of my stuff. I'm gonna walk right up to the edge.
Okay. And like I said, top of your
point.
shield is your 5 foot. So you could like, boop. That would put you, ledge.
Yeah, I'm just gonna walk right up to the ledge, and I'm gonna be like, "Remember what happened here, you bastards, and don't let it happen again because we're going to be on our merry way." I reach back and I pop that cork on that bottle as you see all of this smoke and this fog just cover the 2 of us.
How
as this
big
giant
of
fog
a
bank.
fucking area is it?
That thing, the first time it goes out, is a 60-foot radius.
Shit. Hold on here. 60 foot, you said?
60 foot.
I think I have an item, a token. I did not know you had smoke ability, sir. I did not know that, but I think I have a particle effect to put down for you.
This roadie's got smoke machine, baby.
Oh my god, he's the roadie?
No, he's not the roadie. He's the star of the show. But his roadie's got smoke. Smoke's out.
So as a 60-foot cloud hits the ground, poof. 60 foot's huge. Like, hold on here. I just want to see how big it is. 60-foot radius?
60-foot radius. Yep.
So 30 foot off of you all the way around. So you're talking about like that. Yeah, it's covering the wagon then.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
And it's 60 foot off of coming off of that. It's just oozing out of that bottle.
As the smoke rolls down like an ominous, an omen, as it rolls down the hill and starts filling the area. That 4 that I got was for the other person who was going to sneak up. There is no way I am doing that now. I have 100% failed my check. As this one here that is standing out in the woods runs out into the forest and disappears. Unless you're going to give chase, he vanishes. The one from behind the wagon was actually sneaking around, and he's right here. And I was getting ready to climb up and sneak attack you, but now that the smoke is falling, he's going to leave as well. With that said, you guys have 2 rounds before the reinforcements come in. What would the two of you like to do out of immediate danger with the smoke screen that you have up? What would you like to do?
Well, we know that they're all dead and everything. I would just look up to Hagen and be like, look, I don't think there's much more we can do for those people. And we should, what do you think? Keep going? Or do you want to ambush these other bastards and we'll take them out too? No? Probably not.
I believe we would have no trouble handling the rest of them. But I think perhaps we should at least get somewhere where we have a guaranteed chance of defeating them.
Okay.
For sure.
What would that look like? What is your idea of guaranteed chance? Are you running somewhere? Are you going to hide somewhere?
Yeah, I'd say we could set up like predator ambush tactics, or we could go find more knights, archers, whoever. There's how many incoming? 5 more?
5 more in the sky.
I'm not. I mean, we could handle it. I know we can handle it. I'm telling me the odd, but it's gonna be
okay. The confidence, the sheer confidence.
I just don't want to risk it. You know, it's a calculated risk, and I'm bad at math.
Look, you want to do that? I am fine with a calculated risk. If you would like to try to ambush these groups, you got 2 rounds to make this decision as they're gonna fly over top.
How long does your smoke last?
Till I cork it back up.
Okay.
What is it? What does the bottle look like that's in? Is it special?
So the bottle itself, yeah, it's it's one that's kind of like the rounded base, but then the incredibly like long shaft of it as well too.
Sure, yeah, that's the right word for a metal one. Shaft, 100%.
Yeah, but it's like solid black as well too. Just like,
okay, long,
nice
solid black shaft. Check.
Yep.
I feel like Adam is trying to tell me something. So with the smoke out, you got 2 rounds. Are you hiding somewhere? Are you going to stay in the smoke? Are you moving somewhere else?
You know what? Even though we could probably take them, it's probably best to see what they do. Do you want to? We could hide back farther in the woods and just spy on them.
I think that's a good choice. We don't know what they are or what they're capable of. They're already showing to be unpredictable when combat and when they die. Yeah. So we should probably
Are you going to go deeper south in forest? Are you going to go like just outside the range of the smoke? Are you going to hide within the smoke somewhere?
I mean, one thing I would probably suggest would be like, what if we went back down and we hid over in the woods from there? You know, I know they all kind of disappeared that way. They started running deeper into the woods, but if we go and we kind of stay close to the wagon, we can see if they're doing anything else with it.
I mean, you got clear cover to get down there. You literally just run down the ramp and run over and hide if you want.
Yeah, we could go check the wagon. Maybe there's something specific they were looking for.
Yeah. Do you want to check it after they leave, after they skedaddle?
Yes.
So you're going to wait for them to come over, to fly over top. All right. With them flying over top, as they get closer and closer, do you let the fog, like, do you cork it again once you're hidden next to it, or do you just let it go?
Well, if I let it, I would let it go as we're running down the hill, and getting over, like, by the wagon. The smoke actually starts getting bigger and bigger. So at least those 2 rounds, it goes out at least another 10 feet. So it's at about 80 feet.
This is
once we get over there.
Bro, why did I let you have a magical item that creates smoke?
I don't know. You're super nice about it. I'm like, thank you. Yeah. So we get down there, and then I'll cork it once we get down there, because once it's closed, it disperses in about 10 minutes. Mild, if it's like windy, it can like start blowing the smoke out a little bit.
There you go.
Yeah. 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 So So I guess our goal is to like run down and hide in the trees, like almost not
then
quite next to the wagon, but in.
I will tell you that your hide right now, your stealth, is the most important roll you've probably made this entire game. So give me that roll for both of you, because I am actually looking. You do need to roll.
Do you wish for an insight to this stealth check?
Is that what you ask him?
You want to be the best
insight?
stealther there is?
Do you wish to be better at stealth?
Do you wish to be better at this moment?
Probably at this moment it might be good, yeah, but.
Granted. You have that advantage.
I have it at advantage. Ooh, nice.
That is ridiculous. I don't know what to say about that.
Excellent. That takes me to a 17 for stealthy.
17.
Thank you.
Okay. Can you do that for yourself too?
Nope.
So we're kind of like, I guess, down in here-ish area.
Yeah, I
The
mean,
top- the top-
I'm assuming you're I'm assuming you're within the wagon distance to hide if you wanted to be.
Yeah, like right over here. Like the top half of my screen went black, so I can't
Just
really see
refresh.
where I'm at in the
Refresh.
list.
It'll come back.
If I refresh, I'll lose my other stuff. That's fine.
What will you lose?
No, I just had my character sheet up.
Oh. So as you both hunker down and hide, wherever you are on the map, these things fly over top and you hear like stuff being dropped and shattering. And then a last one drops and the entire area around the wagon ignites. And another one ignites in the forest over here. And another one ignites up here where the yelling was. And they fly over top and they curve and they check one more time on the way back, but they do not land. As they literally firebomb the area. As we're out of combat, the smoke settles in 10 minutes. Delete the smoke. What would the two of you like to do as you seem to be safe?
And the wagon and everything is just completely firebombed, yeah?
Yeah, I mean, it's a husk of what it was, but it's still there. You could search it if you'd like. Cards that we have left is the Assassination, raise DC by 1, +2 to damage, +1 spell slot or potion for Hagen. And then we also have Lineage Treasure Roll, which is for you.
Ooh.
The Eastad Treasure Roll.
Ooh, a treasure roll. Do you think there might be treasure hidden over here?
Up to you. Do you want to search it?
I mean, this thing's been firebombed, utterly destroyed. I don't think I want to waste it.
You know there's one thing that survives fire and other things. It's magical items.
That's true.
Like, if it's,
Be the
if
one
it's still
sealed
there,
box that's untouched.
probably important and magical.
Yeah. So I would perceive, make sure that we're safe, and at least walk over, take a peek at the thing, because obviously they attacked this thing for a reason. There were knights around it, just like Hagen had said.
They
too.
did.
So yeah. So let's
So
see. Let's
sure,
see what sort of fun we can
sure
find.
enough, there are knights around the wagon. There are 3 of them. The one that's been stuck through the throat, and 2 others that have been ripped to shreds, stabbed. It's not good. It's really bad. I'm going to show you the dead body of one of the creatures that is sitting next to him. They did get one of them. It looks like this. This coppery, red-winged dragon creature. Let me see if I can pull this up full screen. Sitting next to the wagon and one of the dead knights. Its eyes are faded. He's been stabbed through the shoulder and through the chest. He's not in the best condition anymore. On him, on this creature, there is a few things. There is a scroll case that is not burned up from the fire bombings. And he did not explode either. He is covered in like a burnt, like, it almost looks like burnt jam. encrusted like liquid on him. So he's probably one of the ones explode in that acid, but it's all burned up and charred now. There are a few other things as well. Can I get perception check or investigation checks? Sorry, investigation checks from the both of you.
15.
Nope.
Okay.
That's a big old 4.
A 4. Okay. 15. So amongst the murdered knights, you can tell that they are. They look like they are Knights of Solamnia, and they are swords. No, sorry, they are Knights of the Sword, not Crown. Knights of the Sword. In the remains, there is a correspondence that states they were investigating reports of nearby farmsteads being raided by strange creatures that match these dragon-like creatures' descriptions. On the creature itself, there is a map of Easted, or not Easted, of Calaman and Vulgar, the fishing village, with X's marked on both of them. On both the capital and the fishing village, along with some other ones down the river. And they are X'd, but they're not circled. There are stuff to the far northwest that are X'd and circled on the map. If you want to make any form of knowledge check that you would have about wartime, or if you would have any form of history, I think that maybe play into this, but any form of war knowledge would make the most sense. Or if you have a background that has to do with war at all.
Hagen's gonna be like, hold on, I think I know someone who understands this stuff. I reach back under the cloak again.
Okay.
I pull out. I'm holding this like cast iron ring, and at the bottom of it is this little like claw, which is clutching the skull of a gnome, and it's covered in little magical symbols, and it's got little gem eyes, or like onyx, like just these little
black onyx eyes.
I'll
Okay.
be like, bing, 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 like here. Algoth, what? We need your insight.
Is it kind of like
What do you make
lights
of
up
this?
and floats a little bit in the area, like right next to you as you summon it? You hold it. You said like a lantern, right?
Yeah, I mean, he's got to be mobile somehow.
Yeah, it probably
'cause
floats. Probably floats.
He's
like
his
within-
own person, but
Yeah,
I figure that's just
he can
how I
move.
have him on the belt. And
He goes, I was having the best dream. Well, what do you need, Hagen? Actually, does he call you Hagen?
yes,
He does.
That's how he
Okay.
knows me.
What do you need, Hagen?
There's some interesting developments in our travels. I need you to check on this information here. It looks like there's some sort of information we cannot
Hold it up.
decipher at the
I don't
moment.
have hands.
They're like,
You pull up. He
you go.
goes, the black like shine goes across the onyx, and he goes, what is my bonus? What do I have? What's my bonus to roll?
this is new to me. Let me just
Well, you made him.
skills.
He should have 3 and
Primary-
1, I believe. Plus his
Primary
bonus?
skill is a +5.
5. Okay. No advantage.
Nope, no advantage.
Would you like to give him?
Do you wish for insight into this scouring of your memory?
Did I do this yet today? Fine. Hagen, I wish for insight. I hate that you make me say this.
Granted. You get advantage.
And it like turns and looks to the Kender and he goes, "Get used to it. It never stops." Ever.
Oh, he granted me some a little bit ago. It's quite well. He's quite sneaky.
Okay.
He's a pretty good man.
With the advantage, I am 1 shy. Hagen, would you like to use a +2 to a roll card from Serving Hands?
Yes, please.
All right. That is another 2 for me. Okay. He goes, yeah, this is a war map. The X's with the circles, those are areas that have already been attacked. All the X's that are on here, if they are a single mark, they are patrolling it. If they're a double mark, they are marked to be attacked next.
Well, Aldern, Algoth. He's the loremonger from my library.
He's just a skull with shiny eyes. He is. That's so he's very magic. And like he just gets like really up close to like Algoth's face.
Sure.
It's just a skull, huh? Interesting. Reach out and just kind of poke the cheekbone.
Can you not touch my beautiful gnomish bones?
Sorry about that. Yeah, I was just quite curious. I've never seen like a talking skull before.
Well, I've never seen a Kender that doesn't poke shit.
Oh, well, that's what we do.
Mm-hmm. Keep me out of your bag.
No.
Yeah, no inside the bag. Only unless I have to protect you. That's all.
Oh yeah, protect. That's what every Kender says, and then he's never seen again.
Well.
It's a wartime map. I don't know what else you want me to say, Hagen. The markings on it are in blood, I think, or something. There's ash on the circles. That's what that seems to be made of. Does he have any special abilities?
Nothing yet. He's not high enough level.
Okay.
But I will say, I'll direct him to like, and what of these? Have you seen any creature like this before? I'll point him to the Draconian.
Ooh. He goes, I wish to know more.
Ooh, are you certain?
Well, I'm just going to go back to sleep when I'm done with this anyway.
Your decision.
Come on.
Granted.
I rolled a 3.
Oh,
I got a 19 this time. He goes, yeah, they're draconians. They're flesh-crafted creatures. They're made from the dead babies of other dragons.
I've been hearing about those.
They're hatched.
Hatched. Well. Oh wait just a second. Ray, are you still here? Ray!
Oh, sure enough, the man comes running around the corner. He's like, "Are we safe? Are we safe? Are we safe?"
We're good. Are you all right? Sorry, I forgot for a moment that you were back there. Yeah, we took care of some of these creatures and things.
Oh my God! I heard that the fire. They struck the fire hit next to me, and the gnome goes, "This is my cue to go to sleep. This guy's annoying as hell."
thank you, Algoth.
You're welcome, Hagen.
Put him back.
And it kind of like
Good to
the
meet you,
aura
Algoth.
kind of dims down and it just goes back to a hanging skull.
There he is. Wow.
Oh my God! Look, they're all dead. Whew. My mom said that when you see death, you gotta face it like a man. All right, how bad
You
is
did
it?
very well.
Is it really bad?
Well, from the looks of it, 3 of the knights are dead.
They were dead when I
the-
left. That's not new.
Yeah, the wagon is completely bombarded and fired away, and we killed, at least 3 of these things. So there were more up in the sky, and then they firebombed
I know.
everywhere.
I saw the fire hit by me. Burned up a tree. I hope they didn't hit the farmsteads.
Well, how were the farmsteads were the way that you were coming from, right?
Oh, they're all around outside the forest, in pocketed areas of the forest, everywhere.
Well, you did a
Thank you,
great job
Bear.
hiding.
Oh, I did my best. I did what I did when I was a kid. I hid and closed my eyes. I figured if I can't see them, they can't see me. I know that doesn't work. I felt more comfortable. And he calms down a touch. I hope everybody's okay.
Well, I think so. I mean, obviously these knights and everything. I'd probably tell you. Probably be best to head back to the farmsteads and take a look at it. Tell anybody that you can about what transpired here, at least about the guards. I don't know. Tell people to be aware of creatures and such, but everyone to be careful. That's what I would definitely suggest. Where were you actually heading to?
I was running all the way to the capital.
Oh.
Now you guys are about a day out from there, roughly.
Well, is there any at a farmstead close by? I wouldn't suggest you go into the capital by yourself, but we do have to continue on the way that we were heading. If we see any of the farmsteads on the way, we can always check in with him. But other than that, we do have.
Yeah, I mean, there's other places, just none of them are. I don't know if anyone's safe right now. Yeah, I can head over to Valerie's place, I guess. Look, I was gonna run to Calaman and send a message. We pulled something out of the river when we were dredging up a bunch of debris that floated down from the northeast, and we pulled out one of these creatures, and then all this happened. But it is made of solid stone.
Curious.
Yeah, we pulled it out, and it killed everyone in the boat when it came back to life.
It came back to life. It was stoned and came back.
Yeah, it was horrifying. I watched it from the shoreline. Well, I watched it from the shoreline for a little bit, and then I ran, and then it just all went bad from there. It shouted, and then everyone got attacked. And then the knights were there with us. They were helping us dredge this stuff up. They were crossing, coming from the fishing village to give us a hand. But anyway, I was going to go to the capital and tell everyone I could. I told the merchants that traveled by earlier. They said they would do their best to spread it. But if you're going back to the capital, I'd love to go with you. It's safer in numbers. Exact same thing the dwarf said to you.
Yeah, safer in numbers. You're right on that. But we're not heading to the capital, right?
No, you guys are going to the fishing village.
Yeah, we're heading.
You have to cross the river.
Well,
we were heading another direction.
All right.
If you wanted to accompany us, you're welcome to.
Where are you going?
the village, fishing village.
That's like 2 days here? You got to cross the river? Well, I get... I would be safer with you. I do have a boat. I can help you get across the river.
Well, I mean, that would be helpful.
That would
if we could use your
be
boat.
All right. We got to head past this wreckage about 200 yards out, and I stashed my stuff there when I was talking to the merchants. Finish whatever you're doing, looking around, and we'll head out. And he kind of like grabs his dagger and he's checking it out of the corner of your eye, Hagen, as he's talking, and he's kind of like brushes some of the wagon off. That's like all stone on the one side. You see underneath one of the knights a glint of something just as the clouds are passing by.
What's this?
Now you look over, there is a chainmail pouch that gold coins from the capital, minted in the capital, have spilled out. There are 40 gold, about 10 of them are melted into a chunk. On top of that, there is a random item. Audience, let me make sure that I have this up and running, but I'm going to need you to roll me a random roll here for the item that is here. So the adventure, the way it is set, doesn't have random items that often. And for being a heavy metal inspired game, I figured we probably needed more stuff than normal. So let me get to our defaults. I want to make sure we have a D100 in here. And it looks like we do not. Let me make us a D100 here. I almost put for this, a Kender reaches into a bag and pulls out dice. I almost did it. And then I realized I didn't want to go through and type it all out for the next show again in a different way. So I didn't. I thought that would have been great. So let me save this. So you got one. So D100. If someone could give me a D100, you can either do one D100 or you can do D100. Either one of them should work. And let's see what we get. Now, with that said, Easted, if the item that is pulled, you don't like it, you can spend your card and roll again.
Ooh.
And you can pick out of the two which one you want. 91.
91.
All right. Let me put in 91 for it. This is a long scroll, everybody. I had to had to roll far. There is a
Sunblade.
Wow, this is almost too perfect. No, there is a non-burned walking stick laying next to the second knight. He is an older gentleman, even though he's pretty burned up. He didn't lose all his face underneath his horned helm that he has. It's a full quarterstaff in size. It's very nice looking, and it did not burn up in it. You can either take that, or if you'd like to spend your card, we can roll a second time, and you can pick from the two.
Yeah, a nice walking stick. That way I could just like stow my spear, and I'll use the walking stick for walking.
You could,
Sounds
unless
good.
you want to spend your card and roll the second time. Up to you.
Let's keep the
Now,
card
I will
for more
remind you-
adventures later.
Heritage cards, lineage cards, work for both shows. Almost all of them. Some of them are duality, where there's one for each. Yours is on both orange and green. You would be leaving it for the Prelude tomorrow. Are you going to do that as a, I hope they do well?
Maybe?
I don't know. I mean, this really comes down to how friendly are you? Would you, I'm good with this. Let the luck be passed to somebody else. Or would you like, nah, let's roll again. Let's see what else we can get.
You know what? This looks like a pretty nice walking stick. I'll let the luck pass to someone else.
That is
I'll be
way
nice.
nicer than what I thought was going to be said.
I'll be super nice for this one. Yeah.
Way nice. All right. With your kindness,
This time.
as you grab it, until I meet you, as you guys pack up stuff, grab what's there, you have the map marking areas that have been attacked, and hopefully you guys can warn the city that there may be an incoming attack. There's no dates on it, nothing like that from your gnomish skull. As Ray travels with you for the next couple of days through the fall, through the rain and lightning storm that starts up, as you hit the water for that evening, 2 days later, he's got a small fishing boat with a cap on top of it, made of leather that seats 4 people, fishing poles all over the place. As you get on the boat, he says, listen, this is just it's been a hell of a few days, and I gotta say, I feel so much safer being able to travel with all of you than dying like some of my friends that I lost in this. If there's anything I can do, I don't have a lot. I can offer you food. I'm a hell of a good fisher. I can offer you a fishing pole to take with you. If you would like one, you are going to a fishing village. Maybe you can trade it there. I am known for crafting really good implements for fishing. Or I can buy you drinks when we get there. But I don't have a ton to offer other than my skills and my services. As the rain dies and the lightning quits, you set sail off the coast and down the river towards the fishing village of Vulgar. Vulgar. I keep saying vulgar. Vulgar.
There are a lot of Volgs there.
There's tons of Volgs. Tons of Volgs. The two of you travel with him for another day down the river before pulling up to the fishing village. People are running about the docks, setting up. There are streamers all over the place. And then up on the edge of the shore, what looks to be like an old battlement, there is a person, you see a silhouette in the sun, fixing some device that is large. And it's got like a net on it. As he launches fish out into the river from it. It looks like a catapult. Like a catapult with a net that just launches like, I don't know, 4 dozen trout out into the river.
That's...
He waves
odd.
as you guys pull up to the dock. Ray goes, oh, the festivities. I forgot about that. There's going to be a festival here in the next couple days. I don't know why you were coming, but from what you said in that weird talking skull of yours, I don't know if the festivities are going to be such a good idea.
Well, sometimes when things are dire, the people need a distraction.
He's a smart man. He knows.
All right. Oh, I pulled some of those scales from one of the draconian creatures. That's what your skull said. I don't know if they're good for anything, but they're super durable. One of the guys found some of this scale. We thought it was from like a lizard or something, but it's obviously from one of them. And he pulls like a patch of draconian scale out, and it's copper, and holds it out to the two of you. Proof, maybe, if you need it? I don't know.
Good thinking.
I'll look up at Hagen. Do you want it?
I can hold on to it.
Sure.
With that, the camera pans out from the water up, leaving you nothing more than a black silhouette as it pans away from the town, through the clouds to look down on the continent of Ancelon. Fires raging to the northwest, just incinerating the northwest part of the continent. To the southeast, the camera falls back into a forest with two women traveling, robed, through this overgrown brambles, cutting thorns away, and behind them, three other robed individuals murmuring to one another. We told you they're too young to be doing this. There's no way they can do a trial this soon. And with that, I will cut us for the night as we set up for our prelude tomorrow. Our prelude tomorrow will have Ali Capwn and Moxie Blue playing two characters that will be announced in the ads for tomorrow. Thank you all for joining us today for our first Dragonlance. Adam, I'm glad you found internet somewhere in the goddamn city.
Me too.
We're going to make the exits on these very short because these go straight to YouTube, and I got something I'm going to do right afterwards. I would like to note that I have spent 5 of the 12 points that I have, and those points carry into the next show. I'm not telling you what they're for. I may never tell you what they're for, but there's some extra stuff I get to do. I hope you guys had fun. The new cards work great.
Yes.
We got the... I'll turn off our lovely fall leaves here. Adam, you got anything going on this week? Anything short and sweet? New shows? Anything fun?
Actually, Wednesday night, find me over on Moxie's channel, Homebrew and Homebodies. We're doing the Vanishing Lands. I play the world's greatest superhero, Big Red, the red panda.
I expect you to say squirrel or a fox. I really did.
Nope.
I can't even give you crap about that online.
And then Friday over on the Det Network, come check us out. We had a really crazy show on Dad Adventure run by our own Jared Hoy. I'm the tech director for that one. So yeah.
So we won't see you at all. No long, luscious fake locks.
No, none of that. But you'll see all my great camera work though.
That's the real deal.
Yeah, lightning bolt. It's the real deal.
Anything for you, Todd? Got anything new coming out? Oh, I know we're going into a brand new show. Bunch of new stuff.
I'm gonna spend tomorrow drawing my character. I feel inspired to draw the character. I have so much, I've shown a lot tonight, but I have so much more to share. It's going to be great.
When you told me your character, I was like,
wait.
this is the most heavy metal possible character that could be made. I can't wait.
I heard I have some competition with Mondays.
You do.
I heard vague hints.
Vague whisperings.
Looking forward to it, yeah.
With that said, we do have 2 people in the chat tonight that are from our other show. I see there's Diana here, and we also see, I think I see Allie. I didn't know if I saw Moxie or not. Remember, if you watch the show and you have a retinue member, technically speaking, you have the chance to roll to get glimpses of stuff that have happened here. So there is a chance you have a spy or someone in the area that have watched this. Kelly's here as well. Obviously, she's spinning a goddamn spy. We all know how Kelly plays games. These shows will interact with each other, especially once we get our main show started in February. We're doing 4 of these shows to kick off kind of little insights into these characters. With that, wave by you two, because I gotta talk to this group here real quick. We got something fun. No, don't worry, no one died. There was a chance I was gonna kill somebody tonight. There was a chance. But it didn't happen. It came close. It came close. All right. Stay in the wings. We'll be back with you two in just a minute.
Okay.
All right, everybody. All right. Let's talk for a second here. We got a couple things to talk about. One, first and foremost, we'll be on tomorrow at 7:30 p.m. CST. Bring your StreamLoot cards. Bear, Serving Hands, DK. Who else played cards tonight? I feel like I'm missing somebody. There's one other. I think Allie did as well. Those cards that are left over will be used for the show tomorrow, which means that the orange half of those cards are up for option. Bear came in here and dropped a bunch of epic cards at the end of the show. So we got some crits, some wild magic, some deific healing, all the stuff that they probably could have used, but they did fine. Tonight's show, and StreamLoot subs, so pick those up if you haven't gotten one. With that said, tonight's show used the combination of obviously the adventure from Wizards of the Coast, but our third-party publishers, Beetle and Grimm, TPK Games for our new classes that we're using and some of our feats. You can find that in Book of Monsters Might, along with all their other books for extra amounts of feats that you can get, new classes that you can do. Todd, should we tell them what class you are, or do you want to wait? Nah, we'll wait. Nah, you didn't say it. It's fine. We're also using the Mage Hand Press, the Valda's Spire, which has a bunch of new base classes in it, along with spells for D&D 5e. And then from MCDM, or as you know at Matt Colville, we are using the Minions rules, which tonight I was using the Minions for some of the Draconians. On top of that, we are going to be using some extra rules coming up in the episodes as we roll them out. If you like what we're doing here, join us tomorrow for the next show. And don't forget to subscribe. I think the bell will be here later on or something like that. You got to click. And then I'll put the video up for some of the Chronicles of Design. That is it for us tonight. And remember, anytime we're on, we're going to do our damnedest to turn it up to 11. Good night, everybody.